After all this time, we are still on a learning curve with online meetings, so let's look at some practical tips for appearing on screen in front of others. Firstly, let's get our distance from the screen right. Whoa, that's much too close, Rob. Rob, that's too close. Far too close. You're going to frighten people. Oh, no, now you're nowhere near enough. You'll get lost in the background and probably be too far away from both your speaker and your microphone. Rob, could we try something in between? Yes. Let's try this. Now, that's better. Not bad at all. In fact, that's much better. Well done, sir. If you're using a mobile phone, try turning it horizontally. Yes, horizontally. It may seem counterintuitive, but most others watching will probably be looking at a screen similar in dimensions to a TV screen. If turned vertically, your image will be much smaller with big black bands down either side. Next, try to position yourself so that your image is that of just head and shoulders. No, that's too low. No, that's too high. Of course, to check your image, you'll need to know where the camera is. Now, for laptops, it's a tiny light above the top of the screen. There you go. And if that light goes out, the camera is off and you're not being seen. Perfect, apart from the inane grin. Are you well lit? Strong light behind you, such as a window in daytime, is a big no-no. You'll just be a silhouette. Close the curtains if needs be, and try using a lamp. Now, try to avoid angling it from below or close to one side of your face. We don't want those horror film shadows. Just try to keep it general. That's about right. Try to minimize the risks of distractions. For example, you wouldn't want your mobile phone going off in a meeting, would you? That could prove to be quite embarrassing. Remember to switch it to silent mode before your meeting, or off altogether. Oh, and make sure that any children or pets are out of the room, just in case they want a piece of the action. That's right, close the door. But prevention is better than cure, though. Now, can your background be a distraction in itself? Chatting with a model railway behind you is definitely not recommended. Go to a more suitable place, Rob. Yes, that's ideal. In fact, the more boring your background, so much the better. You see, if you have a really interesting background, nobody will be too interested in what you're saying. Of course, there's no rule against switching off your camera temporarily if you don't want people to see you take a stretch or blow your nose. Or worse. If you have something very specific to read out, such as a report or maybe a reflection or Bible reading for an online service, here's a useful tip for maintaining eye contact that many people have since learned. Let's say you have a Bible passage to read. Oh, you have. Good. Well, don't read directly from your Bible. Have the passage typed out on a document and have that document open but minimized. Then, at the right time, Glance down at the taskbar, click on the appropriate icon, and up she comes. Now, you will notice that all the folks on your screen will have disappeared behind the document. But trust me, they're still there and they can see you. You just can't see them. So, you then read the document, scrolling slowly upwards so that your line of sight stays as close to the top, where the camera is, as possible. So, just like using an auto cue, you will be able to keep eye contact and your voice should remain clear because you keep your head up. Simple, eh? Finally, for your own sake, don't be transfixed with your screen. Protect your eyes by giving them short, frequent rests. Every so often, just look away from your screen. No, don't make a point of doing it. Some might well think you're being rude. Just glance away with your eyes, particularly if you're thinking of something. Yes, that's it, you've got the idea. In normal conversations, we would do this quite naturally anyway. Basically, these practical tips are given for the benefit of those you're appearing in front of. It's just a matter of common sense and common courtesy. I hope you found them helpful. Good. And enjoy your meetings.